Hello and welcome to RD United TV. It's Jules here, and I'm going to do some analysis on Manchester United 0, Liverpool 3, and I'm going to be focusing on the goals. Obviously, the fans are disappointed. We've had a couple of days to reflect. I've seen a few opinions floating around on social media, pointing fingers at certain players. I think some of that is a bit unfair. So I just want to run through my analysis of what I saw, and I'd love to hear your opinions too. So without further ado, I'll crack on. Okay, so the first goal, Casemiro has been lambasted for this goal. I just want to highlight a few things here. So we can see Casemiro on the ball. He's not under any pressure at this stage. The Liverpool players are waiting for a ball to come into the left-hand channel over near Dalot. We've got Rashford over there as well. You can see some of the Liverpool defenders are on the back foot. They're waiting for that ball over the top. And in front of Casemiro, we've got the duet of Mainoo and Bruno Fernandes. Casemiro hits a ball into Mainoo, who's not expecting the ball. He's actually turned away from the ball as soon as this clip has finished. And by the time the ball is making its way to Mainoo, he's looking the other way. You've got Gravenberch who nips in. Szoboszlai is kind of screening that area as well. And Mohamed Salah is tracking back hard as well. So any ball into this area with Kobbie Mainoo is going to get jumped on straight away. It's going to leave Mainoo with no option really. The other possible ball Casemiro could have played was out to the right with Mazraoui at right back. I just want to also highlight that Mazraoui and Dalot are both up near the halfway line. If we turn over possession, if we get turned over here by Liverpool, they're going to be straight at our defensive line. So off screen here to the left of Casemiro, or behind him as he is on the pitch, we've got the two centre backs, Dillet and Martinez. I'll play this forward. Liverpool turn over the ball from Mainoo, and all of a sudden you've got three Manchester United defenders. We've got Dillet and Martinez. We've got Casemiro in the middle, and then we've got five Liverpool attackers. So 3 versus 5. It's already looking really dangerous at this point. The three Manchester United defenders are occupied by the 3 Liverpool players I've highlighted. Casemiro's job in particular is really tricky here. He's left with a choice between, do I track this man to my left? Do I track the man to my right? Or do I attempt to help Martinez with the 2 players near the ball? And what happens is the 2 Liverpool players have recognised the space left by Mazraoui, which is not his fault. I believe that's a tactical instruction to push the fullbacks high. And Diaz is free at the back post, and Szoboszlai moves into this gap behind Casemiro, and we'll see what happens in the next slide. So as we can see, the 2 Liverpool players have pulled away at the back stick. Casemiro has gone to help Martinez with the 2 Liverpool attackers, whilst Dillet is occupied in the middle. The ball is played to the back post, and Luis Diaz has a simple finish. It's 1-0. Okay, so this is the second goal. Mazraoui has the ball here. He plays the ball into Casemiro. So Casemiro, he's got a bit of space in front of him, so I expect him to receive the ball, and his first touch should take the ball out in front of him, and he's then got a couple of passing options. So ahead of him there on the screen, we can see Joshua Zirkzee. We've got Bruno Fernandes, and also off screen to the left-hand side, we've got Marcus Rashford. So he's got plenty of options here, Casemiro, so long as he has a good first touch. I've highlighted here Luis Diaz, who was constantly throughout the game pressing hard on the midfield from behind, as was Mohamed Salah as well. And they attempt to put our midfield 2 under pressure as soon as they receive the ball. I've also highlighted Alexis McAllister because his job, and he did it a number of times, was to pounce on any loose balls and attack from the other side. So what happens is Diaz makes the challenge on Casemiro, And at this point, if the ball breaks free, there's a number of players here that could jump on that loose ball. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 Liverpool players and 2 Manchester United players. But in the end, what happens is McAllister, his job in this position is to get that ball back as quickly as possible. And that's exactly what he does. Look at the gap here between McAllister and Casemiro. There's 10 yards there. And he gets there before Joshua Zirkzee, who has no interest in tracking that, in winning back possession in that position. That's not really his role in the team. Bruno Fernandes doesn't react either. Casemiro is actually on the floor calling for a foul. Mainoo kind of stops, although he does end up reacting, but just a little bit slower than the Liverpool players. Mazraoui is completely stopped. He thinks it's a foul. And Manchester United are not really switched on to this Liverpool attack. All the Liverpool players are trying to win the ball back and, play to the whistle. That's how football is. So what we see here is when McAllister plays the ball to Luis Diaz plays the ball out to Mohamed Salah on the right. And in this position, Manchester United don't look too bad. They've got 6 defenders here. We've got De Ligt, Martinez and Dalot at left back. We've then got Mazraoui, who's slowly recovering, and Mainoo in the middle there with Bruno Fernandes. Casemiro is still on the floor. He takes an age to get up, and when he does get up, he's jogging back. What happens next is Luis Diaz comes off Kobbie Mainoo, who's initially tracking him, but Diaz runs beyond Kobbie Mainoo, and there's a handover between Mainoo and Martinez. Martinez glances across his shoulder. He knows that Luis Diaz is there, but the next bit is really clever because Martinez takes one glance back at the ball to see what Mohamed Salah is going to do, and in that split second, Luis Diaz takes 2 steps backwards. The ball is played from Salah, who's recognised Diaz has found space, and he sweeps it into the net. Onana, look at his position here. He's on the near post. He couldn't be positioned any closer to that near post, but Luis Diaz hits it first time down to his left, low and hard, and that is one of the weaknesses of Onana's game that we've seen at Manchester United. Any shot on the floor, hard into the corner, is a problem for Onana. He struggles to get down. It's a fantastic finish, I have to say. Okay, so the third goal here. I've highlighted Manchester United's midfield players here. So Kobbie Mainoo has got the ball. He's been forced backwards by McAllister, who again is pressing from behind on the player. He did that all game. The other Manchester United players I've highlighted. We've got Toby Collier. We've got Bruno Fernandes, who are the midfield partners of Kobbie Mainoo. Look at how far apart they are. If Mainoo gets that ball, he can't possibly play another ball into the midfield. Garnacho and Dalot are the players in the wide positions here. And again, 10, 20 yards apart. The gap is massive. Mainoo has no ball on here. He can maybe play it back to Mazraoui, although his body position is probably not the best for receiving the ball here. And the Liverpool players are trying to circle Mainoo and win that ball back. And the first thing they're going to do when they win that ball back is they're going to go towards the Manchester United goal. And sure enough, McAllister wins the ball again. Questionable whether this one was a foul for me. McAllister came in really hard on Mainoo. I've seen a few opinions that Mainoo was soft, it was a mistake. I don't blame Mainoo for this one. He usually protects the ball really well, and he got a real thump in the back. To me, that was a foul. On another day, the referee may have given that as a foul, but on this occasion, the referee didn't. McAllister wins the ball back. Liverpool players here, 1, 2, 3, 4. They're going to charge at the back 4. Mazraoui, I've got a little arrow there. He steps in as soon as McAllister wins that ball back, and what that does is leave a 4-on-2. There's 2 Manchester United defenders off screen, and we're about to see them in a minute. So as we can see, the 4 Liverpool attackers. We've got the 2 centre-backs of Manchester United, De Ligt and Martinez. Dalot is trying to get back, but you're not going to catch Mohamed Salah when he's running at full pelt. The ball from Szoboszlai is played across to Salah, and if you notice there, the position of Onana, people have been questioning his positioning. I'm not going to question that on this goal. I don't think he's culpable whatsoever. He's potentially thinking that Szoboszlai is going to have an attack. or he may slip in to the left-hand side Diaz, which is the ball I thought he would play, but he's played it across the ball, across the goal, across the penalty area to Salah, and he hits a sweeping left foot finish into the corner. It's an absolutely fantastic finish from Mohamed Salah. He spots the gap to Onana's left, and he puts it straight in the net. It really is. It's a fantastic goal from Liverpool's point of view. It's just, yeah, this is what Liverpool did the whole game. They aimed to press the midfield of Manchester United, who didn't have any options, or gave the ball away cheaply in the case of the first goal. And yeah, they took full advantage. Manchester United's fullbacks were far too high. This is one of the things that I would be critical of Ten Hag for. Liverpool, when they won the ball back, were pressing Manchester United hard, and they had 4 or 5 attackers on every occasion. They were running forward. When they turned over the ball, Manchester United's 2 fullbacks were high up the pitch, and they've been left with no chance to get back because Liverpool broke quickly and directly. And that was happening time and time again. It could have been another 2 or 3 goals for Liverpool as well. There was the one that was called offside in the first half, and there was another one later in the game when Szoboszlai should have done better. So, if you look at the stats, Szoboszlai, Gravenberch and McAllister won the ball back 26 times in midfield. 26 times. There was a clear tactic. Arne Slot's come out after the game, and he's basically broken down the tactic that they used. On a given day, a manager can be outclassed. The team may be set up in a way that the other team is effectively countering the game plan. But for me, the thing that has to change is Erik ten Hag has to notice what's going on the pitch. And into the second half, we were still seeing the same approach throughout, and the fullbacks were still high. We were still being caught in possession, and hence the third goal still happened. For me, this is a tactical setup issue. I don't think it matters who the personnel are. It could be Casemiro, it could be Collier, it could be Mainoo. It doesn't really matter. The team is not being set up effectively in this game to win this match, because Liverpool are taking advantage of our weaknesses. They've got a clear game plan. They scored 2 quick goals in the first half. We didn't adapt, and they scored the goal early in the second half, and it was game over. I just want to say thank you for watching. This is a new feature that I'm doing here. I'd like to hear your opinions, so please comment on the video, and I'll do my best to comment back and to reply. But if you could please like the channel, if you could share the video, please subscribe. We're on the road to 2.8k, I think it is now, subscribers to the channel. So we're looking to build a Manchester United community, and we'd love to get people involved. We want to hear your opinions. Thank you very much for watching.